Myself, Dr. Ahilya Vittal Wagmone, working as an assistant professor in Department of Botany, Sadhguru Gadge Maharaj College, Karad. So, dear students, we are going to see plant anatomy. What is mean by plant anatomy? First of all, we are going to see what is mean by plants. So, the definition of plant, that is the plants are mainly multicellular photosynthetic eukaryotics of the kingdom Plantae. These plants, they are treated as one of the two kingdom including all living things that were not animals. All algae and fungi were treated as the plant. So what are the characteristics of plant? Why these plants are useful, or what is the role of plants? So the main characteristics of plant, that is the photosynthetic nutrition. So in this plant, they produce the chemical energy from water, mineral and carbon dioxide with the aid of pigments and the radiant energy of the sun. So these plants, they are photosynthetic in nature except some parasitic plant and underground orchids. These plants are essentially unlimited growth at localized regions, means they are growing unlimited, they are having a unlimited growth, but at a localized region. They cannot move from one place to another place. The cells of plant contain cellulose in their walls, and therefore to the some extent they are rigid. The absence of organs of locomotion resulting in a more or less stationary existence. In plants, nervous system is absent. The life history or the life pattern of the plant shows the alternation of haploid and diploid generation. So these are the some characteristics of the plant. What is meant by plants, and the some characteristics of plant, that is the photosynthetic nutrition, means they are preparing their food with the help of some chemical energy and pigment with the help of light and carbon dioxide. So they are having the unlimited growth, they cannot move from one place to another place. Then the role, we have seen the role of the plant. It plays a vital role in the maintenance of the life on earth. Therefore we are going to study the plants, means how the plants are important for all living beings or for human beings. It plays as a vital role in the maintenance. All energy is used by living organisms depend on the complex process of photosynthesis. So all the living organisms are depend on the photosynthesis of plant, because plant prepare the food with the help of light and CO2, and that all the living organisms, animals, they are depending on the plants. Here we are going to see the definition of anatomy, morphology and physiology. So while studying the plant structure, first of all one must know about the anatomy, morphology and physiology. So these three terms are included while studying the plant structure. First of all, we are going to see the anatomy. So this is the study of form and basic organization. So generally we can call anatomy as the study of internal structure of plants. We can study the form and basic organization of plants, that means the shape, structure and size of the plant. A typical plant body, it consists of the major vegetative organs, that is the root, stem and leaves, as well as reproductive parts, that includes flower, fruits and seeds. As the living things, all the plant part are made of cells. So this content that is included in the anatomical structure of the plant, that is the internal structure of the plant. Then the morphology, that is the study of tissue organization. So morphology, that is the study of various external features of plant, that includes the roots, stem, leaves, flowers and fruits. This plant morphology is useful in the visual identification of plants. So with the help of external appearance of the plant, we can identify the type of the plant or the taxonomy of the plant. Means morphological plant structure. We can identify which type of leaves are there, whether monocot, dicot, stem. So morphological appearance that is used for the identification of plants. Also, it is the study of form and structure. Generally means the study of external features, means which we can see by our naked eyes. That is the study of morphology, means leaves, stem, flowers, its inflorescence, etc. Next, physiology. So the study of normal organism functions, means the functions that are all carried in the physiology. It is the study of function and mechanism in the living system. This physiology, it includes the fundamental process such as photosynthesis, respiration, plant nutrition, hormonal studies is there, tropism study is there, nastic movement, photoperiodism, photomorphogenesis, environmental stress, physiology, seed germination, dormancy, then stomata, type of stomata, respiration. So these are all included in the physiological structure of the plant. Here in the typical plant structure, there are the two systems, means there are two main organ system, that is the shoot and root. So the uppermost external part of the plant, that is covered in the shoot region, and the underground portion of the plant that we are calling as a root. So shoot, that is the above ground part. So the shoot region, that is the leaves, buds, stem, flowers, fruit are included, and the root, that is the underground part of the plant. It includes the root, tubers, rhizomes, tap roots, lateral roots, etc. Here the function of the root, that is the in absorbing the minerals from the soil. So root absorbs the mineral from the soil, and the shoot, that with the help of light they produce the food by the photosynthesis process. Means leaves are present on the shoot. Main structure part of the shoot, that is the stem, and that on stem, that is the leaves, and lateral leaves are present. In plant structure there are plant cells. So these cells, they are formed at the meristem. Meristem is the dividing cells at the apical portion of the stem or root region. So mitosis in meristem, that helps to produce new cells. Mitosis of the in a meristem produce the new cells. So here two types of meristems are there: apical, lateral meristem, and another third one, that is the intercalary meristem. Apical, that produces the primary growth, means at the primary region there is the apical region, that is the tip of root or shoot. And next, that is the lateral, it produces the secondary growth, example, that is the cambium. And last one, that is the intercalary, between the node it is formed, intercalary meristem. Then the tissue system. So these tissues are present in the plant cells. So here a group of cell, tissue means a group of cell which is similar in origin and functions. Group of cell that is similar in origin and function. And then the histology of tissue we are going to study in the next lecture, and the example of plant tissue. So here some tissues are there. They are the epidermal tissue, vascular tissue, and ground tissue. Epidermal, as you know, that the outermost layer, it forms the epidermis, and generally it helps for the protection of the plant. Then the vascular tissue. So vascular bundles are formed in this, that is the xylem and phloem. Xylem for the water and phloem for the food, conduction of water and food. Xylem, phloem acts as a, and ground tissue for the photosynthesis or for the storage region. in the classification of tissue, we are going to see the two types, that is the two types of tissues present. Meristematic tissue, they are the continuously dividing tissue. It is also called as the dividing cells. And permanent tissue, that is the non-dividing and mature tissues are there. Here classification is based on component, that is the simple tissue, complex tissue and secretory tissue. In simple tissue, there is a single type of cells, that is the parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So these are included in the simple tissue. Depends upon the size and shape. These are differentiated: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Complex tissue, they are made of many types of cell, that is the xylem and phloem. And third, that is the secretory cells, that is the special functional gland. So these glands are present on the plants. So it is called as secretory. They secrete some sticky substances. They secrete some sticky substances. Here meristematic tissue. So this meristematic tissue, that was the term proposed by Carnegie. In Greek word we merizen, that is to divide. Divide means merizen. A plant tissue that is composed of undifferentiated mass of cells. It is the rapidly dividing cell found in the growing region of the plant. At the apical region of the plant, you can find the meristematic tissues. It arises from the various plant organs and assists in the plant growth. Then what are the characteristics of meristematic cells, or what are the role, or what are the characteristics of these cells? Means these cells are rapidly dividing cells. Means it has a large capacity to divide these cells. So the growth of plant occurs fast. It is the composed of rapidly dividing cells. Undifferentiated size and shape of the cell varies. Means the size and shape of the cell varies undifferentiately. Cells are more or less isodiametric. Isodiametric means some polyhedral or roughly spherical structure is there. Again, this meristematic cell, it contains the dense granular cytoplasm. Dense granular cytoplasm is present in the meristematic tissue. Intercellular space generally absent, means space is absent in the meristematic cells. This cells wall, they are composed of the primary cell wall. Primary cell wall, meristematic cell, it composed of the primary cell wall and contains the primary pit field. Primary pit field. So what is the function of pit field? So these pits are thin portion of the cell wall that helps to communicate and exchange the fluid through plasmodesmata. Means for transport of fluid, it helps. The pits fields are plays important role. Cell does not have ergastric substances. So this meristematic cell does not have an ergastric substances. These ergastric substances are non-protoplasmic material found in cell. The living protoplasm of a cell is sometimes called the bioplasm and distinct from the ergastric substance of the cell. Then the second last point, that is the limited amount of endoplasmic reticulum. It has the limited amount, means limited amount of ER cells are there. So this ER cell, that is the membrane system, it forms a series of flattened sac within the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells. And the main function of endoplasmic reticulum, that helps in synthesis, folding, modification and transport of protein. In protein, it plays an important role in transportation of synthesis, folding and modification of proteins. And last one, this meristematic tissue helps in plastid in the proplastid stage. So what is meant by the proplastid stage? Okay, so This proplastid stage, it is an organelle found in the meristematic region of the plant. It is the colorless and small. This proplastid transform and develop into plastid with a specialized function. So here we have discussed about some plant anatomy, some basics about the plant structure, that is the root, shoot, definition of tissue and characteristics of meristematic cells. Thank you.